Hi guys, I'm Ryan Houston and welcome to my fly tying channel. Your video is about to start shortly. Please take this opportunity to hit the like button down below, leave some comments, tell your friends. Interaction, likes, subscriptions help my channel to grow and help me to keep producing content for yourselves. If you're new to my channel, check out the other videos that I've got. There are over 500 videos at this stage, so there should be something there for everybody. Again, video is about to start. Hit that like button down below. Okay, so in this video we're going to cover, it's just a short video covering doing a pearl head on a salmon fly. So adding a pearl head just adds that extra sort of flash, that little bit of interest at the head of a fly, and can sort of elevate a fairly simple pattern into something a little bit more flashy. And the same if you're tying a very gaudy fly, can just be that sort of finish off on it. So I have a fly tied here. We're going to put the head on it, so I'm going to zoom in a bit so hopefully you can see a bit better what we're doing. So what I'm going to use for this is Mirage. So your standard Mirage is what, maybe about 1 mil thick or something like that. But if you take that and stretch it, it will thin itself out into about half that thickness. And I think you'll find that much easier to work with for these heads. So you just pull it to the point where it's just about to snap on itself. So I'm putting this on a black thread head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the pearl out the front by a couple of centimeters. No point in trying to tie it in very, very tight on itself. And then what you want to have is some super glue ready. So put it on a little pad, or put it on a little bit of tin foil or something like that there. And then I'm just going to run the super glue on 1 inch of my tying thread. You can see it sort of glistening on here. And we're just going to wrap back onto that. As you can see, that has created like a little blob of super glue. So 1/2 hitch will hold that. Then take the tag end and cut that in tight. And then while the super glue is still wet, we're just going to wrap our stretched Mirage and then a 1/2 hitch, as if we were whip finishing. And we go back to our super glue. Have it here on a cocktail stick, and I'm just going to, as if we were varnishing the head with that. And what that'll do is, because it's still wet and runny, use a thin super glue by the way, it'll just sink in below the wraps. It kind of wicks in through it, it's hard to describe. Almost like varnishing the head. So once that gets a second or so to set, we can just trim off the 1/2 hitch that we made there with our pearl. And as you can now see, we have just that little flash, that accent at the front of our fly. So I would now leave that to set, to dry totally, and then when it's dried, swap over and varnish it with clear varnish. You can use UV, but I'm not the biggest of fans of UV, as I find that any that I ever did with it looked great at the time, and then a year or so later when you look at the same fly in your box, that the finish on it has gone. So I tend to stick to clear varnish. Yes, it doesn't build up the same even glossy finish at the time, but in the long run I think it's better. So just get that continuous sort of clear drop the whole way around it. If it extends a little bit too far, you can just use your nail and take off the excess. And it may need a couple of coats, alright, but there you go. That is a pearl head done as a tie-in tip. So hopefully you like what you see. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, check out the hundreds of other videos that are on the channel, tell your friends, and until next time, tight lines, and thanks for watching.